Now, in every category, whether that's making dinner and the expectations you have there, there's actually three mental loads.
And this is really important to understand when you go and you do this exercise because you're actually going to be listing out different tasks. And sometimes you'll find that even though both of you are absolutely busy and consumed by what you're doing, for some reason, one list can look a lot shorter than the other. So going back to the meal planning example, right? There is the executing load, which is the actual grocery shopping. It's the actual prepping of the meals and getting them on the table, right?
It's the opening the mac and cheese and putting it in the pan.
Okay,
It's not that hard.
that's the executing load. Now, if you back it up one level, you're going to the planning and mental load. This is what went into actually making the list that of the getting to the grocery store, right? Um,
What ingredients were needed? What did we plan to cook that week?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and then you have to back that up to one more load. This is the conceptual emotional load, right? This goes back to sitting down and saying, okay, what are the nutrition needs of my family? What will my kids eat? What is the environment we want to create in our food or in our health or whatever, right? This backs all the way up to that third emotional load or third load of conceptual and emotional. And they kind of operate that way. What do we want to eat? What's going to be best for this family? Into, all right, what's the actual strategy of getting the correct food into the home to the actual executing? So, as you're going through this step, keep in mind that if your loads seem unbalanced, it may simply be because someone is doing more of that conceptual and planning and someone's doing more of the executing.
Let's take another example of this, like taking care of the house, right? There's things around this house that have to be taken care of, whether that's leaky faucets or things like that. There is the executing load, which is actually taking the wrench and just, stopping the leak. Then there is the planning load. Do I have the pieces I need? Do I have the wrench that I need? Do I need to run to Home Depot? Do I need to keep that? What do I have in case something happens in the house? And then there's the conceptual and emotional load. Are we maintaining our house so it maintains our value? Are we doing what we need to do to make sure the roofing insurance is good so when the hailstorm comes through? So both sides of a man's duties and a woman's duties, or whatever you guys have divided amongst yourselves, in these different categories, there is for every single task the execution, the planning, and the conceptual load. So as you go through this exercise, keep that in mind because there's a whole lot to it. And you can divide tasks up by these loads. Perfect example.